the Download Parlor, and we're here with Neal from Bliss.
Hi.
Welcome. I wanted to congratulate you on the album, Waiting Out the Storm, finally coming out. What was the inspiration on the title?
Well, I mean, it's kind of in line with a lot of the things. Like after the Chaos 2 it was a chaotic time in our life, and then life in between is kind of like, you know, we were stuck in between being like the local band or, you know, breaking it into the big time, signing with Capitol, and we've always kind of been in that life in between. And Waiting Out the Storm is kind of the storm that we've been in for the past 6-7 years, and, well, 14 years of our career, and there's been a lot going on this past 2-3 years, and getting off of Capitol Records and new management and just obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. So it's been a storm. So
which you've led me to my next question. Some bands wait their whole lives for the dream of getting a record deal, and you guys got a record deal with Capitol Records, a major record, and you made the decision that it wasn't for you.
Yeah, well, it was just, I mean, major labels are, I mean, it's a scary world nowadays, and you know, it doesn't matter who you sign to. You can sign. We signed to the president of the Capitol Records. He signed us, and we felt really good. We negotiated this amazing record deal that people don't even get anymore, and we felt like, wow, we did it. We got the label behind us. The president, he signed us, Katy Perry, and Saving Abel that year, and we were his last band to blow up. And then EMI got bought out by some company in the UK, and Jason Flom left the company, and then we were just kind of left there before anything got released.
Right.
So then we had to downstream to another label under Capitol, but through Capitol, and it was just it just wasn't what it was supposed to be. And it wasn't what was promised either. We ended up doing all the work again, and it was just, and we didn't get paid on the CD. They still owe us a bunch of money, and so it's one of those things where if we're going to do it on our own, we might as well make the money, and then if it doesn't work, can't sit there and be like, oh, well, it's Capitol Records' fault, and you know, it's our fault if it doesn't happen this time. So it's our baby, and I'm glad that we're free and clear, and CD's all ours, the song's all ours, everything's Royal Bliss through and through this time.
Totally is. So the album Waiting Out the Storm, it has a lot of personal songs.
Yeah.
For you, I've listened to them. They're all awesome. And I read that there were a lot of songs you kind of had to sift through to decide what was going to go on the album.
Yeah.
What was it about these songs that made the cut to be on this album?
It was. I mean, we always pick. I wish this album could have been about 30 songs, because there was 30 that we absolutely loved. But we got also. I mean, we take into effect. It was mainly the producer's call, and we just entrusted in him, and he picked the songs that we loved, that were in that top 30, top 20, you know, tier, and so they all kind of work together. You know, same kind of. There's just a flow in the album itself with all the songs. And so it was kind of, you know, it was tough. There's certain that we fought for. You know, this has to make it crazy, has to be on the record. You know, Bleed My Soul has to be on the record. They're a little different, but, you know, it's songs that, you know, we felt passionate about, and that, you know, it's like if we fought for them.
Right.
And it's tough. You don't want to think about, like this time we weren't worried about radio. We weren't worried about all that stuff. We just wanted to make a great Royal Bliss record. And these songs were the ones that we thought were the best.
So when you tour an album for years, because that's usually what you do, usually different songs become favorites of yours and in different parts of your life. Right now, on this album, Waiting Out the Storm that's coming out, what is your favorite song?
Crazy is still my favorite song to play and sing. I mean, it means the most. It's a song I wrote about my kid, Riley, and now I have 2 kids since we started the record.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so that being on the road and being away from them, it's really hard. So that song, you know, really hits home. And it's an emotional song for me. And I don't know. I think that's one of the best songs I've ever been a part of writing.
Yeah, and it definitely comes across. So here at the Download Parlor, we do a little speed round. So we want to kind of get to know Neal Middleton.
My brain's fried, so this is going to be interesting.
All right. So if I were to press play on your iPod right now, what would be playing?
What was the last song I listened to? Probably, no, I don't, I can't remember. Let's see what's on my iPod right now, since we're right here. Let's see what pulls pulls up. I'm really nervous. Oh, it's actually our record.
Oh.
It's Royal
Likes
Bliss.
it that much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hadn't listened to it in like a long time till it just came out like on the listening party. So I was like, I want to go back through this and take a listen.
Nice. Biggest fear?
Biggest fear? Spiders.
Common. Beverage of choice?
It's deep round, huh? Beverage of choice right now, I would say beer.
Not in wine country. Not in
Wine, I mean. Uptick wine. The 2008 Syrah.
There you go. Yeah. If you could tour with any band this year, who would it be?
This year?
This year.
U2.
There you go. Shoot for the stars.
Yeah, that's right.
And first concert ever.
It was Crash Test Dummies.
Nice.
Believe it or not.
See, that wasn't that painful.
No.
Now we know a little bit more about Neal.
Just a little bit.
All right. Well, thank you for spending time with us, and congratulations again on your album.
Thank you very
And looking
much.
forward to the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.